Hey guys, what is up today? This is Dalsu for Dalsu Plays. We're doing a little bit more Galactic Civilization 3 today. Very excited because I had met the Yor very recently. So it's possible that we might have some early game conflict here. It is a little bit early for that, but we are in a good position vis-a-vis production and stuff like that. We'd set up a few more science bases here, so our science is going to take off relatively soon. We are at the end of our turn as always when we start a video, so let's go ahead and give it the old button mash and see what happens. So we have another colony ship ready to go. So I don't know. This one seems pretty appealing. There's also this one here to choose from, so I suppose when we get around to the idle ship there, we'll choose that. We bring a scout up here. So I guess this scout has much less range than the other ship. We'll have him go to kind of the outskirts of his range there. Meanwhile, we'll have our searcher go down here. And let us not forget that we have some very long-range scouts that are, I believe, headed up to help us out here. We have a whole fleet down there to deal with piracy, right? And here's our long-range scout. He's headed up there. Actually, he's idle right now, so let's get started with him. He's got a whole whopping 12 moves to deal with. So he is our go-to scout here. Still just keeps on moving. So we'll deal with him from now on, probably, to do most of our scouting. What we're trying to do down here is take on some pirates. And where are they? I had them in my sights recently, and now they've kind of disappeared, huh? I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're in here somewhere. But I don't see them right now. And we're going to wait till our fleet fills up anyway. Which it's about to do. We have only 16 logistics. We have 2 here. I would like you both to join the fleet. I don't know why they seem to be refusing. We'll see what happens with that. We'll go ahead and do another long-range scout, even though it looks like we have our production turned almost off entirely, which is fine, I think. Colony ship is going to head right over here. Grab that one. It's a paradise. Okay. Now, just to clarify here, it looks like we do have 4 out of 16 logistics. So why can they not... Okay, now we've combined some of them. I'm not sure exactly what the buttons are here. I guess they may be out of turns, might be the only reason. We'll go ahead and end our turn there. Looks like we just researched our... What was it? Agricultural. We'll soon find out. A little bit of catch up. I haven't played in a day or two. Here's our formulator ready to help us out over there on Zen Planet with a bit of economic boost and a lab boost, and we'll do the market boost at some point in the future. Adaptive farm is going to improve our farms tremendously, give us a bit of a higher population cap. Splendid. So I'm thinking since we ran into the Yor, I might throw a few. We're at 211 research per turn, which is pretty damn good, really, all things considered. What are we going to build? We're pretty much stuck at the specialization points here, so we need to just choose some specializations. I like lower weapon mass personally, because I feel like it lets you add a whole nother system to your ships, which is pretty valuable. I'm going to do that one. That's only going to take 2 turns. Now, why can't I combine these? That's 4 right there, so we should be able to combine these 3. There, we've done it. So now we've got a pretty nice fleet here. And where are the pirates? I could have sworn we had come across some pirates, and we got a little bit worried about them possibly starting shit with us. So I'm not sure where they are, but I am going to send my fleet just to the edge over here and see what they can find. And any other ships are probably just going to kind of park. Alright, we've got our long-range scout ship here. although his range is not as long as I would like it to be. We could do with a star base up here. Let's have him head towards that star. That'll be fine. Before I end my turn, I do think I would like to just check and see what's kind of going on my planets. Like this, adaptive farms should not take 7 turns to do, but I believe we had shifted over towards science. So we're gonna go with all social production, because I'm not worried about any particular ships being built right this second. That's gonna bring them down to 4. Still not great. There's not really any rush on those farms anyway, because we're nowhere near our cap. Alright, let's look at Workhorse. Workhorse is going to do those just right away, it looks like. We did have him turned all the way onto social because... Why? Because we're doing birthing subsidies, and we wanted him to grow really fast. So that's kind of what he's doing now, which is fine. I don't suppose we need anything built in this shipyard. That scout doesn't really need to be built. Okay, the lab is still doing research mostly, but he's also doing quite a lot of upgrades. Why don't we shift him a little bit towards social manufacturing so that he can get all that done. And production base 2. Production base 2. He's kind of in the middle, right? So all he needs to do is adaptive farms. But you know, we're not really building anything too important, are we? We're just doing another long-range scout. It'll be done in 3 turns anyway. Not worried about that. Production base 2 looks like it's really suffering from a low approval rating. So we might do like something to fix that, maybe? What's going to fix that? It would have to be another entertainment center, right where our mega factory is. We'll just leave it like it is for now. I guess that approval rating is going to hurt our growth, our raw production. That's not such a big deal, I suppose. Not great, but... Fat Stacks, you are all money, aren't you? We need you to do a little bit of social production, just a little bit. 6 should be fine to keep you going. That will get that farm done sooner or later. A lot of stuff going on there. Got it balanced. Bread basket. Okay, why not? Let's just go ahead and end our turn. We didn't check these, because I'm sure they're relatively new planets and they've got a lot to do before we start micromanaging them. Our idle ship here. What is this? We've got another Illyrium resource. This is just a normal scout. Why don't we have the scout go that way? We'll send you down here to explore that little swath of unexplored land. And you go see what's there, I guess. Alright, we have shrunken our weapon sizes down quite a bit, which allows us now to upgrade missile weapons. However, I would like, I think, defensive fortifications on my planets. Let's do that. Idle colony, this is lab number 3A, so we'll do a hospital here. And that'll take 4 turns, and then we'll deal with you again. Looks like there's nothing else for us to do at the moment, the current moment. I guess we should probably get down into this corner and really explore. I'm thinking of a star base up here somewhere, so that I can extend my range out to the Yor. Although I probably should deal with the Drengai first. What's going on here? You're going to make it there this turn. You're not going to make it for a while. You guys have a long way to go, because your movement sucks. I swear there were pirates. Am I just imagining things? Did the pirates go away? What happened? You are going to just guard. I'm not sure what the difference between guard and sentry is, but I don't think it's that big of a difference right now anyway. They should become active if some units pass by them, basically, is what it boils down to, I think. So... yeah, I guess we're good there. Sucks that our happiness is going so low on some of these planets. I mean, we built an entertainment center. Perhaps our next technology that we grab should be, what was it? It's not the anthropology, it's perhaps the specialization here? No. Well, we could have gotten supportive population, but we did not. We want xenoeconomics soon. Xeno-entertainment would probably be our next move. We accidentally just switched technologies, apparently. I hate how it does that. You just want to check things out, but then it switches the technology. I guess that's my fault, but I will switch it to Xeno-entertainment, I guess. Okie dokie, we have a idle ship, which is a formulator. We'll put him right in between these two planets and start us out with a economic ring and a star-based lab. Sounds good. Well, we found some pirates. Pretty big fleet, actually. So I guess you guys are gonna need to head up here, but your range isn't good enough to get there. We need a starbase. Basically what we need. So let's do a formulator. 2 of them. And I'm gonna have my... I did not reorder them like I'm trying to do here for some reason. Okay, I'm going to go to Workhorse. I'm going to tell Workhorse, you just work on those, okay? Get those done really fast for me. We'll be able to jet up there and extend our range quite a bit. Where is it right now? Right here. I wonder how long the formulator's range will be. I don't see any spare formulators to check right now, but... Anyway, you do not want to engage those pirates, so why don't you just use your superior speed to... Uh-oh. Okay, looks like the Yor have expanded all the way out to here. So I'm thinking about an early war, maybe. I don't have a planetary invasion yet, but that's probably where I should head if I want to get the upper hand on these guys. So you guys come up here, because that's where the pirates seem to be. I guess these pirates aren't so much my problem as they are the Yor's problem. But anyway, I need a long-range scout to come down here as well. Alright, what are we looking at here? We have an idle ship. These are, of course, my fleet. So, my secondary fleet. I suppose we'll leave them down there in the case that the pirates that I imagine down here are actually real. So we'll tell them just to guard, I guess. Shipyard is idle. This is the production-based shipyard A. It's because I have such a problem with the happiness. Where are you? Production base. 32 happiness. We should fix that, really. I suppose we should build... well... I'll tell you what, our Xeno Entertainment's going to help a lot. Alright, so we've gotten a formulator right off the bat, and we're going to want to send him... Why don't we send him to grab this, what is it called? Illyrium. And hopefully extend our range out just that much further. He looks like he has enough range to go all the way up there, but... Idle ship, where's this idle ship? We have a long-range scout just created, and we're going to send him over here, I think. Send you all the way out there. That's only going to take you 6 turns, huh? Hopefully discover some good shit along the way. And I suppose it's time I designed my own military ship. Yeah, let's do my own military ship here. All we really have to work with is the tiny or the small. Obviously, we're going to do small. More stuff is better. So we're going to create our first personalized military ship. Again, I'm not like real particular about how it looks. I know a lot of people like to geek out on how their spaceships look, but that's just not me. Like I'm not someone who's terribly interested in aesthetic design. I'm more interested in practical design, which includes whatever you've got down here. See, these are all just models, but that's not what I care about. I care about our actual equipment, the nuts and bolts, the things that give it the statistics that we're going to use to hopefully win some battles. My main concern is getting it to where it can move fast. I could do a prototype ship, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do a Hyperdrive Plus right off the bat. It's going to take up quite a lot of space. And I suppose I should place it somewhere. See, I've always found this system to be a little bit clunky and annoying. I know a lot of people love this about Galciv, and I mean, it is a really cool feature. Granted, it's just not the kind of thing that I particularly geek out over. So there, we put on 2 thrusters, huh? 2 hyperdrives anyway. That's going to give him 7 moves, and that'll be added a few moves on there by some of the tech we have. Thrusters are great for battles, so I suppose we'll give him a thruster on the bottom there. That's going to leave us with a little bit over 20 space for weapons. And we don't have very good weapons anyway. These all require different resources, don't they? Antimatter, Elerium. We have some of that stuff, but I want a ship that I can produce en masse. And all we really have right now are shitty lasers. So if I just click this, it'll put it on there automatically, won't it? Okay, so we've got a laser. Now the question is, do we want a little bit of range, right? And then it would be lovely to have armor, but we don't even have armor, do we? We really don't. What is this? Increases the range of all the ships in the fleet. Okay, so our range is pretty shitty here because we only got 1 environmental support. What we need is some hull plating, really. Shields would be nice too, but the mass on these is too big. Look, we can't cram this on because it's too big. And I'm not really sure how shields work, but I know it's good to have some of this defensive stuff. This destroys missiles. I think this destroys lasers. And this destroys whatever this is. I think kinetic attack. Maybe that's right. So why don't we just give him... we can't even stick another laser on there. All we can really do is give him deflectors. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so that's going to put him at pretty much capacity. Not the best ship, but we're going to go ahead and save it as the Dalsu 1. That way, as we move on, we can upgrade him to different things. He is a small ship, so we'll call it, just for clarity's sake, we'll call it Small Dalsu 1, just to keep clear what it is exactly. And just a glance, like what we've been building is this, which has less moves than the Dalsu. In fact, I'd like to use this design if I could. He's only got lasers, deflector, and lasers. So he's got a little more firepower than I do. But he doesn't have any of the kind of movement or range that the Dalsu does. So movement and range is a big deal. I mean, where you can get your forces to makes a big difference. So we're going to build some small Dalsus. 3 for right now. That'll be fine. As long as we can keep our income okay, we can just build as many ships as we want. Of course, then you got to get into how you're going to upgrade them and all. Like, I don't think right now these ships really can be... Yeah, they can't be upgraded. There's nothing to upgrade. Which is good. You know, they're the most modern iteration, or whatever you want to call it. Okie dokie. Why don't we just glance at some of these newer places. He's doing a colonial hospital quite slowly. He's doing research labs out the ass. Zen Planet's going to build us a mega factory and then upgrade his labs, I guess. So all that's fine. I wish it would go a little bit faster, but what are you going to do? So where are we losing money the most? It looks like we're losing tons of money on Workhorse, huh? Yeah, I don't care. We'll pay to have Workhorse be a Workhorse. I don't mind doing that at all. Alright, that's our turn. We should be getting Xeno Entertainment before very long. Uh-oh. Looks like they probably have a starbase right there. So, yeah, they're encroaching on us a little bit. We probably should shift exploration to this area because we want to grab anything we can grab there before the AI has a chance to do so. So I have a scout up here, so I'll just kind of fill in the blanks with him like that. We have a scout here, so you fill in the blanks as well. That's fine. I'm glad we have all these scouts. Really helps to have several scouts so you can know what's going on. Make sure you have a clear, wide view. And our long-range scout. Perfect world, but it's radioactive. Huh. That is a class 17. That's a massive thing, man. Let's keep looking. Looks like they may have some stuff up here, which I would love to check out. I don't think it hurts if you're in their territory, but I'm not sure about that. I forgot. Formulator, right? We wanted this Illyrium if we could. Take our turn there. We have the ability now to upgrade our entertainment networks. I'm gonna prioritize that because I don't like being in such negative happiness. Let's see, you as well. You've got it. You've got it going. And you as well. Entertainment network, please, first. Thank you. And I think we should probably look at exploration or warfare here. This is nice. This is going to shrink the size of my drive mass, my life support, and my sensors. This is going to lower shields, point defense, and armor mass. And this is going to shrink weapons. I think I'd like to shrink weapons, probably. Yeah, even though it's only 5%, I'd like to shrink down the weapons. That sounds fine. Thala, you're idle. Why don't you do one fast colonizer, and then after that, do a formulator, and then after that, do 2 small Dalsus. All right. Long-range scout. Okay. I'd like more long-range scouts out in here. Gonna head right to there. That's gonna take you 8 turns. I love how many moves they have. All right, new planet. Ooh, 2 awesome planets we just discovered. Sentient planet. Nice. Plus 20 to research. Okie dokie. Why not? Another research planet. How about we make this one research/money? And it's bugged, so you have to actually get out when you want to rename it. Okay, so we'll call it Beakers and Cash. So this will be a little bit of a balance. So we have another colony ship. This is the colony ship, right? We actually sent 2, didn't we? Okay, why don't you go down here and grab that one? Yes, I enjoy that plan very much. So, let's look at our scout out here. Why don't you just continue to fill in the blanks? And you as well, continue filling in these blanks here before they drive me crazy. We have an idle colony at Beakers and Cash. Why don't you start off with a entertainment center, and then a colonial hospital, and then we'll come back to you. And I don't care so much about your 3 wealth and 3 research. You should do all social for me right now. And we have an idle fast colonizer already ready. I think I'd like to send it out here, and then we'll decide what to do with it once it gets there. All right, so that's the end of our turn, and I believe that is a 20-minute video. Don't want to overwhelm you guys. So I'm feeling good. I've now encountered the Yor, and we may end up going to war and trying to grab one of these places here, because I don't want them expanding down here right up against me. I don't feel comfortable with that. So I'm gonna research planetary invasion pretty quickly, and we may go to war with them. Or we might just trade with them and then end up going to war with the Drengai. It just depends. We haven't met the Drengai yet, but I have a feeling they're just like right around the corner. So I'll see you guys next time. This has been Dalsu for Dalsu Plays. Thanks for watching.